Hello and welcome to the workshop. If you are a sneaker lover, you have come to the right place. Got a pair of Yeezys on deck. Buckets is behind the camera. He's laughing. He's throwing me off. Before we jump into the sneakers, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We do a brand new video almost every single day. You can also find me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. Fomer Simpson. And with that said, Mr. Laughing Man, do you want to do the drum roll?
No.
3, 2, 1, bang, bang. The Adidas Yeezy Boost 700 MNVN Orange. These released at the end of February and retail was $220. Now the standard 700 price point is $300, so these are quite a bit less than that. Now this MNVN rendition is a little different than the standard 700, and I'm never gonna complain about a lower retail price. I'm just surprised to see it, I guess. I'm surprised to see them drop that much. I guess it's kind of a moot point because these are reselling for almost $500 in my size. Shouts to Kicks Are For Us, by the way, snagged this pair from their store to review because we've had a lot of people, a lot of you asking about this pair in particular, not the black 700 MNVN because those stink, but a lot of you have been asking about these. I'm gonna be honest, I think these stink too. They do. Buckets, scale of 1 to 10, what are these?
7.
So this may be the first time, focus in right now. Focus in, maybe cue some very dramatic music. This may be the first time in the history of this YouTube channel that you have been higher on a sneaker than I. I'm gonna say these are a 5 out of 10. And that's being generous. That's because I'm feeling like a nice guy. I don't like them. And I'm gonna tell you why. The material they used, this top layer, it's kind of like a trash bag. The way it wrinkles, it's a no for me, dog. I don't like it. I guess we'll run through the details first, and then I'll give you more of my thoughts on the shoe. Bright orange, obviously, that goes without saying. It almost feels like a bike vest or maybe even a crossing guard. I don't know. Oversized 700, which is all 3M, by the way. Kind of a cool touch how it's normal on the left shoe, but flipped around and mirrored on the right. That's obviously a difference between this MNVN iteration of the 700. Normally the branding is very minimal and it's oversized on these, as you can see. Another difference is the lacing setup. These aren't even real laces, just kind of a little pull thingamajiggy. I don't really know. Not a fan of it. I do like the dark chunky midsole though, and that's why I love the 700 in general, is that chunky midsole, but I do think the dark midsole beneath the really bright bottom, I think it's kind of a nice contrast and kind of a cool look. And then it's nothing special on the bottom, just blacked out, a little boost peeking through, as you can see. I wanted to like these. The 700 is my favorite Yeezy model of all time. I've said that many times, but this pair just isn't for me. Also, does MNVN stand for minivan? Because if so, then that is taking dad shoes to a new level. And that might explain why you like them, Buckets. That might, Bucket's style, for those of you who, I know he's behind the camera a lot. For those of you who don't know Buckets, his style is like a middle-aged dad from Denver, Colorado, who's on vacation in Key West, but in 1996.
I disagree.
Oh, really?
Entirely.
I mean, right now, he's wearing a white t-shirt, blank, nothing on it. He's wearing tie-dye shorts, several inches above the knee, white crew socks, no branding, and some black slides. So I just put your business in the streets. But I'm going to say it's a pretty accurate representation. It's like old school dad drip. I'm not saying, it's like you wear shorts a lot. You're like that dad. He's from Denver, so he doesn't get to wear them a lot. So he's down in Key West and he's just living it up. And he wants to be a little bold. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to throw on my tie-dye shorts. You think it's inaccurate?
I mean, I don't know, dude. I need you to hurry up, though.
Very accurate. Now, getting back to the sneaker, these were definitely more limited than a lot of other Yeezy releases. I mean, we've seen a lot of Yeezy sneakers become much more available, much more affordable too, especially when you're factoring in the resale market. When you think of where things were at a few years ago, it was crazy. I'm a fan of more models, more pairs produced. I think Yeezy has established himself as a driving force in sneakers. I don't think anyone could even debate that. I'm just not a fan of these minivans. Just not my thing, that's all. The overall shape is cool, of course. I mean, I love the 700, so I really dig the shape. It's just the materials and even the color on this pair, just an easy pass for me. I saw some pictures where people were wearing and walking in these, and I'm not even a guy who cares about creases, but it was just, I don't know. It was no good. It was no bueno. Let us know how you feel though. Bucket says they're a 7. I say they're a 5. On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you have them? And again, I say this a lot, but just because I don't like them, just because I say I hate a sneaker or I don't like it, doesn't mean that you can't absolutely love them. Wear and rock whatever you feel jiggy in, whatever floats your boat. I always say that, but I always feel like I have to kind of touch on it again if I am kind of slandering a sneaker or I'm kind of down on a shoe. You can love them. That's the only point I'm trying to make here. Leave a comment below and let us know how you feel. Do you hate them? Do you think they're pretty cool? Do you absolutely think it's the greatest sneaker of the year? Whichever one of those 3 doors you are standing behind. Leave a comment below and let us know. Always love to hear from you. Thank you for watching. You are very, very appreciated. We will be back tomorrow. Mañana. You know how when you're giving an acceptance speech and they start cue the music to kind of like, all right, speed it up, hurry up. That's what Buckets is doing. So maybe you can edit in some music.
I mean, there's going to be music the whole time. You just got to hurry up.
I'm not leaving. Adios.